Okay, we are ready to jump right into session 10, and this week's topic is race and ethnicity. These are some pretty large buzzwords in our society right now, and a large purpose of this particular section is to actually teach you the true meaning of those buzzwords. In our current society, we use the term race and ethnicity interchangeably, and in fact, that is not how they are defined in the sociological context. So after watching this video, I am going to encourage you to watch the link up underneath this video, Race, Ethnicity, Nationality, and Jelly Beans. This is a quick, less than 3-minute video that uses jelly beans and the concept behind jelly beans and jelly bean flavors to teach you very clearly what is race, what is ethnicity, and what is nationality. Watching that video, utilizing less than 3 minutes of your time, is going to very much so help you in completing your journal and your writing assignment this week. Go ahead and read and complete chapter 12 and those quizzes in your Revel textbook to get a good base understanding of the concepts that we are going to review this week. Once you have watched videos and done the Revel text and chapter quizzes, we'll jump right into the journal. You are going to watch a couple of videos this week, so just be prepared for that as you plan your time. The first video is Crash Course Sociology number 34. That's linked in the top of your journal assignment, so you'll watch that video, and then you have 3 different questions that you are going to respond to. Now keep in mind, you do need to watch the Crash Course video. Evidence from that video should be very present in your journal assignment entry. I should be able to tell very clearly that you did in fact watch that video and you've utilized it in your response. However, it would be great for you to have a thorough understanding, and you will get that through that jelly bean video as well. So be sure to watch that too. All right, so you are going to copy the items in between the dotted lines. Click on that Start or Edit My Journal Entry button. Paste what you have copied into the entry box. And then your response goes up underneath each question. And once you have gotten your response there, you are going to change that colored font. There's some of you that are still struggling with this, so please make sure you're watching how I'm doing that. Now, let me remind you that answering incomplete sentences using a paragraph form with evidence of proofreading is required to earn the entire 10 points. So make sure that you are putting forth the effort that this journal entry requires. When I grade this journal entry, I should see 3 paragraphs here, and I should see that you have proofread and all of your work is college level. After you have completed your journal entry, you're going to click on the blue Save Changes button, and that will submit it for me to view and grade. And then you are going to move into the racial and ethnic prejudice writing activity. When you get here, you're going to make a copy, which is going to deposit into your Google Drive. You should be an expert at that by now. You are going to watch the Crash Course video on racial and ethnic prejudice and discrimination. That is Crash Course number 35. So you have watched 34 for the journal, and now you're moving into 35 for the writing assignment. Again, evidence from your video must be present in your content of the writing activity. It is very clear to me whether or not you watch the videos. So there will be 11 terms that you will define and discuss in detail after watching that video. So I would suggest perhaps watching the video just for understanding and content, and then starting the video over again, maybe pausing it as it discusses each one of these points so you can kind of take a moment, gather your thoughts, type that in, and then continue the video until the next discussion point is brought up. So that section is worth 60 points of your writing assignment. So just make sure you put the effort there. Then you are going to do this micro-macro factor assignment that has to do with inequality here. You are going to think about the inequality in society that exists because of prejudice, stereotypes, racism, and biases. Now, those types of things affect the function of our society. It affects the members within our society. So you're going to just deeply analyze that. And you're going to look at it from a micro or an individual small scale lens. And you're going to look at it from a macro, a large scale, a big group, organization, government type lens. You're going to use a bulleted list here, and you're going to give examples of the inequalities that can occur at either one of those levels. You are going to think about how someone might be affected by inequality, or how groups, environments, communities can be affected by inequality. Think about the different social institutions that we have discussed and how those social institutions are affected by inequality. And then, after you focus on the negative, on the ways that people are impacted, flip that and focus on positive outcomes. So, how can an individual make an effort to decrease the inequality in their household, in their school, in their own community, in their own family? What are some things that an individual can do to make the inequality less of a factor? That would be the micro side. On the macro side, what types of things can groups do? Can communities do? Can governments do? Can large-scale entities do to decrease the inequality that they see in their community, in their particular institution, or in our country as a whole? So there'll be kind of two aspects of this. You'll kind of focus on the negatives and talk about how things are affected, and then you're going to focus on positivity planning, so how it can get better. After you have done that, you are going to complete number 4, which is a reflection. Make sure that you put forth effort and energy here. There should be no additional sources used this week. There is a box there for continuity purposes, but if you read the textbook and watch the videos that I've assigned, you should be good to go with all of this week's work. Please make sure that you reach out to me if you have any questions, and I truly hope that after you complete this week's assignments, that you will see the differences in race, ethnicity, and nationality, and you can take that to the dinner table or to the friend group or to a community group and explain the differences when we begin to use those terms interchangeably. Email me if you need anything. Have a great day.